Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the show. I haven't done any show since the international break came on. Let's just get a few things going here. So, I haven't done any show since the international break came on. So this is the first show I'm doing after this dreadful international break. To be honest with you, if I had a choice of something exciting, especially with this thing we're going to talk about Gareth Southgate, I was watching a match yesterday. Look, I'm not a fan of the sidemen. I'm not a fan of YouTubers outside football. I'm a sort of a football YouTuber, so I sort of watch the football tennis. I watch Have Hope. Those are the people I watch. The people, let's just say everybody who's in the circle of YouTube or football. That's the people I watch. Shout out to my man who is he, the guy, the Arsenal fan. I like him. The guy, he kept me entertained back in the days. I don't know if he's still doing his thing these days. So I was watching the England match. Let's start there. The match yesterday between people who are just YouTubers was more exciting than the England match. Shout out to my man Mark Gobridge, even though I hate the fella, but anyway, don't hate the player, hate the game. The guy who did well, dressed in a suit. It was entertaining, man. We had people like Speed, who fouled who fouled KSI within 16 seconds. KSI, man, you said you're gonna make it hard for Speed. That Speed fella, man. So look, Chunks, people like that scoring goals. Like what I'm trying to say is, how bad can you be as a manager, Southgate, at the point where the whole of England was watching that charity match, organized by YouTubers who have zero experience in football? Some of them were good ballers, by the way. Oh my God, some of them were good ballers. Southgate, how bad are you that they had a better setup and more interesting setup than you? But look, I'm gonna talk positives and negatives on this show. So welcome to the show, guys. I see some people were already pissed off yesterday. So here is Ashley says, get him out now. We've got no chance in Qatar. He's tactically clueless. That's true. I agree with you. It looks like my man Southgate has no tactic. It's just vibes, and hope. But we're gonna talk about that in a few minutes. Ashley says Southgate out, Tuchel in. Okay, go shout. Southgate go now. Oh, and this was last night, so that's before the stream. So this person must have been pissed off. Guys, Southgate, you're nothing. You're a fraud, and you're getting your people to fight. You know what? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Daniel says, big up. How you doing? Charlie, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. If we're being realistic, I think the World Cup is his last chance. If we don't do well in the World Cup, then he will get the sack. Okay, good thought. Big up, mate. Hope you're well. I'm well, Chris, man. Not interested in that YouTube nonsense. The elephant. Yeah, that no, people are not interested. I wasn't interested too, but Trust me, Chris, it was entertaining, more entertaining than the England match. Let me just tell you something, right? During the YouTube match, I didn't sleep at all. I was active. I was watching it. I was interested. During the England match, I slept twice on the chair and I had to wake up and get coffee. That's how bad it is. Let's dive into this. So England haven't won and scored in a while, or in open play. In about 5 games, they've lost. England, as we speak, are sitting at the bottom of their group, a group that has Hungary in it, and Hungary is at the top, or Bulgaria, or one of the two. I didn't put much attention into it. Sorry, guys, but Hungary, I think, is top of the group. Uh, England, having all that talent, didn't win in that group. They were supposed to be one of the winners. They, I don't know where to start. Okay, I'm going to start from here. Look, English fans, we international fans, right? First of all, I'm going to clear this up. We don't care about the English team. We don't really care about the team. I think the only reason why international fans like myself want to watch England is because of the talent England usually have, and its talent from the Premier League, and we all watch the Premier League. So we just want to see Jack Grealish play next to Declan Rice. We want to see this. It's like your fantasy is coming true, or your dream is coming true. But guys, let me start from here. I'm gonna start from somewhere because I want us to. You want you to understand how disappointed international fans are too. I know you guys. It's your team. I get it, but let me just give you what disappoints us English fans, because we try our best to back England because, as I said, we watch the Premier League and that's what we like. That's the reason why I'm a City fan, because I watch the Premier League and I love Premier League players. Let's start from here, right? This is where all this disappointment has started throughout life. Look at that. Look at that team. Look at that team. Steve Gerrard, Lampard, Ferdinand, John Terry, Cole, Cole, Beckham, Neville, Michael Owen, Jamie Carragher. Even this team couldn't achieve anything. This is how bad things are. Even this team couldn't achieve anything. All the talent in that team. Let's talk about the addition of players like Wayne Rooney into the team. What happens in England? Uh, are the teams overhyped? Are the players overhyped? Is that the issue? Tell me, guys, in the comments. Are the players overhyped in England? Is maybe that's why? Is that why? Maybe is that the talent is not there? That maybe the media elevate these players to a godlike status and are not as great as they are. Is that the case? Because looking at this, according to what I know and according to what I believe, this team here had to at least lift something, lift the World Cup at least. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this team had to do something. But look, this team failed. But we're gonna start here, but I digress. So let's go to my man, Bumgate. First of all, I'm gonna say this. I'll start with the positive. Gareth Bumgate, or Southgate, if you can call him. It's up to yourself, who whatever you want to call him. Gareth Bumgate started in 2016. I didn't know it was that far. 2016. What things has Gareth Bumgate achieved for England? He got you to a semi, then he got you to a final in the Euros, which you lost to a very poor Italian team. Yes, what I mean poor is that's not the best Italian team we've ever seen. I'm sorry, English fans. That's not the best Italian team. The Italian team that beat in the finals, that's not the best. Trust me. I have seen a very, very, very good Italian team. So, Bumgate got you to the final. He was winning 1-0. Through winning 1-0, he decided to go defensive. He's got very, very attacking players on the bench. He's got attacking players on the pitch. He's got very good, very, very good players. But guess what? He decides to sit back, decides to soak up the pressure. That's the issue with Bumgate. He doesn't know any tactics. as Ashley said at the beginning there, this guy is clueless. But we knew that as international fans. I'm pretty sure you knew that too. What Gareth Southgate did to this England team is this. He came in as a manager. He came in to manage characters. He wanted to bring peace and harmony. He wanted to remove that issue that England had back in the days where players hated each other. Where rivalry from the club came into the international duty and those issues. The only issue that has happened is between Raheem and Gomez. I think that's the only thing we've heard during Gareth Baumgate's reign as manager of England. So look, he did the fundamentals. He came in, he brought a peaceful environment. Players love each other. Players are playing tennis, they're in the swimming pool, riding on rainbow horses. Players are pillow fighting. Players are playing with snowballs. You know, like Southgate brought in something. So that's the positive side of what Southgate brought. He got you to the semi-final, the World Cup, I think so, and then he got you to a final in the Euros, which he lost because he has zero tactics in his head. He's just a yes man and a vibes man. But he's done something positive. He brought the group. The group love each other. It's as if it's a club environment. Those are the positive. But in life, the positives have to outweigh the negatives. But in this case, it's the negative that outweigh the positives. That's why this guy, I think, doesn't deserve any chance. I know the title of the video says that maybe he deserves a chance. No, he doesn't deserve a chance at all. I changed my mind because I was thinking at first, I was like, I would like this guy to be given a chance because he achieved all this. But no, let me read a few comments from you guys before we could hear. Tuchel will never want England job. It's disrespectful to Tuchel. It's like Gemma Collins going to Beckham that she wants to go on a date with him. Come on, relax. Relax. England is a pie. Everyone needs to take responsibility. England fans and media overhype, overrate this team. Players need to take some responsibility as does Southgate. Can't blame it all on one person. Yeah, that's a good point, Chris. Even these players, are they overrated? Somebody told me in the comments, are these English players overrated by the who can get be replaced with? Not sure. Not sure, man. Not sure. I fear who will replace Southgate is only gonna get worse after Southgate. All these people saying Tuchel, low, need to get back to sleep. More chance of me getting a date with Roy Woods. Yeah. So we said the positive about Southgate that he came in, he brought in a good environment. Players love each other. They like each other's tweets. They send each other DMs of good night and good morning. Yeah, they love each other. It's a good team. That's good. That's important. Got you to a semi and a final. So we go to the negatives. The negatives about this guy is useless. We're gonna go just straight off the bat. This guy is useless. This guy has no talent. This guy was coaching Middlesbrough and he got them down. He got them relegated. This guy has never achieved anything in his life as a manager. Southgate has never achieved anything in his life as a manager. Southgate used to manage the youth England team. That's the only reason why they brought him to the top. Because I thought in 2016, when he took over, Southgate was there just to look after the team. I think I'm right. Am I right about that? Southgate was there just to look after the team until they found somebody capable. But it looks like they were going for this guy. This guy with the only thing he's done as England manager that's iconic is him wearing a waistcoat. That's it. That's it. But Southgate is useless. Tactical wise, he's useless. The formations he play are laughable. Southgate will have a team where there's 3 defenders, right? Then one of the defenders is right back, Walker. Then he'll have Trippier at left back as a left winger, as a left wing back. Then he'll have James at the right hand side with Walker again. Like at the end of the day, what the hell are you doing? Somebody said it, which is smart. The only reason why Southgate plays a 3 at the back and puts Walker in the back is because he wants Walker to protect Maguire, who we're going to talk about in a few minutes, because Maguire has no pace. So Southgate will play Maguire and put Walker there to protect Maguire in case there's a counter because Maguire is not fast. This guy insists on playing Maguire. And this guy is a bit of a liar too. That's another thing. He is a bit of a liar because he said, I will play players based on form. When he came 2016, go look it up. Go look at his press. This fraud, Gareth Southgate or Bumgate, said, I'll play players based on form. There'll be fair opportunities here. People who are on form right now haven't made the team. Madison is one of the most creative midfielders England has. Didn't make the team, and he's on form. This loser, Southgate, decided to take Maguire. Maguire, who hasn't played or kicked the ball for a while. When Maguire plays for Man United, all the games Maguire played for Man United, they lost. Go look it up. So right now, plus the game they lost against Italy, Maguire, every game he started, plus the one he played against Italy, lost. So this fraud lied to us in 2016, saying he'll play players based on form. Okay, let's take it. Let's take it there. So he says I'll play players based on form, and he plays Maguire. But he made a comment recently saying, "Oh, the reason why I didn't pick Sancho, the reason why I didn't pick Rashford is because they haven't played games." Do you understand what I'm saying? This fraud told us that Maguire is playing because Maguire has never let him down. This same guy said, I'll play players based on form. Then he brings in Maguire, but when he's asked about Sancho and those other guys, for Sancho who's in form, he says no because they haven't played a lot of minutes. Does that make sense? This guy is playing around with your tax money, English fans. If you guys are so patient to give this guy an opportunity, you guys will not do anything at the World Cup. I can tell you right now. If you think there's going to be a miracle where you guys will get out of that group, you won't get out of that group. Whatever group you're given, you won't get out of that group. You're lying to yourselves. If you let this fraud gate or bum gate or what fraud gate or no tactic gate, no football brain having manager like this guy will not get you anywhere. You're just going to be embarrassed in the World Cup because that Italian team you also played recently, that's not even the best Italian team you can play against, but they were ripping you apart. Can you tell me right now, if you played Brazil, how many goals do you think Brazil will pump you? This guy, Southgate, is a liar. He says he play, as I said at the beginning when he got the job, he says he's going to play players based on form. Now he takes Maguire, he takes Phillips. Phillips hasn't kicked a ball. Phillips has been injured at City. Calvin Phillips has been injured at Man City. This guy picked him. Grealish has only played 3 games. Grealish has only played 3 games. He's had a fair start, not the best start. Picked him. Declan Rice. West Ham have been ass. West Ham have been losing. They're at the bottom of the table. Rice, obviously, there's no choice because I don't see there's any other DM you guys can bring. Jude, yes. Dyer, yes, he deserves to be there. Tomori was the best defender in Italy. Tomori. Why is he on the bench? Why is Maguire playing? Brings me to Maguire. This fraud over here called Harry Maguire. Some people, I have watched a few videos that trying to make excuses for this fraud. This guy over here. This guy has no talent. This guy might be the worst defender in the top 6. This guy will never sniff the United starting lineup again as long as Martinez and Varane are fit. I would rather pick Lindelof. I would rather go and get by with one leg and play. This guy is not a good defender. I'm sorry, he's not. This guy was hyped by the English media. That's why I asked at the beginning, English fans, do you guys hype your players so highly, make them look like gods, and then when they are put to the test, they look shit? What I mean by this is I remember when before we bought Jack Grealish, one of my friends, Chiza, big up to him and respect to him. We were on FIFA and we were playing FIFA during lockdown, and I was saying, look, my God, this Jack Grealish guy has to be better than Foden. I said that. I remember I was like, Jack is better than Foden. Jack. I know Foden is a star, is generational. I was like, yeah, Jack Grealish must be. That's before we bought him. I was like, this Jack guy, man, is amazing. But guess what? It's not that because I watched him a lot. The media got in my head, the English media. They were like, oh, Jack is this. Jack. No, no, no. Jack is not better than Foden, and Jack will never reach the potential Foden will. Foden has so much potential, and higher ceiling. But what I'm trying to say to you guys is, do you guys hype your players? Because you remember Maguire was being hyped by people on TV. They dare said Maguire will bring the same impact Van Dijk brought at Liverpool. That's what they said. When Pep was after this guy, again, Pep, I think, was also falling for the English hype. Excuse me. Somebody said on TV that this guy, Maguire, will bring the same impact to United, the same impact Van Dijk brought to Liverpool. English fans, I think your media hypes players so much. Maybe that's the issue. Somebody said it here in the comments that do the English media and the English people hype the talent so much, but they're not that good. They're not as good as you're hyping. They might be good, but they're not that level because you make them look like God level. Because this guy, I thought he's one of the best defenders in the world. When he was being hyped, I was on the Maguire train. I was like, Maguire, man, oh my God, he's going to fix that United defense. No, this guy is a fraud. And the fact that Gareth Southgate or Bumgate keeps playing Maguire even when Maguire is not in form, how do you expect to win as a manager? Why would I go and pick players who haven't kicked the ball? Luke Shaw is being benched by Malasia at United. Like, why would you go? And Tomore, who was the best defender in Italy, is on the bench and is faster than Maguire. So Tomore, when you play him, you don't have to play Walker in the back three to protect Tomore with pace because he's got the pace. I don't get it. So, as I said, Phillips hasn't kicked a ball at City because he's been injured, but was called to the squad. How do you think other players feel, other English players who are putting 110% in their game looking to be picked? You guys are going to be losing players because what players are going to be doing because of Southgate? They'll be looking back to their ancestors and find a slight or a decimal, a drop of blood in another country, and then they'll go to another country and look like superstars. Look, let's go to the comments. Let's go to the comments. Go to the comments. Only way Southgate can progress with this team is if he wins the World Cup. That's the only progress from the last two tournaments. If he doesn't do that, he's not going to win the World Cup, Chris. That's a dream. That's not happening, Chris. That's a big if. Southgate cannot win the World Cup. Southgate has zero tactics. Don't Smoke says, big up Patrick. Southgate is useless. I'm sure he must support the Rags. Maybe he does. World Cup 2018, Euros 2021, we progressed massively, but we need to keep progressing. If we want to progress, surely winning the World Cup is the aim. But you're not going to win the World Cup, Chris, because there's way, way better teams and better managers. Southgate is for leaf govers. He's had the luck of the draw in the last two tournaments. Bang on. It was about luck in those tournaments. Bottled it with versus Croatia, bottled it versus Italy. Two average teams. Mancini won Italy, the Euro, not Italy. Thank you for saying that, Chris. Maguire has posters of Southgate to say it nicely. How's it going, true Liverpool fan? I'm good, Steven. How you doing, man? How you doing? Big up to you, man. In the England are awful, mate. I don't even watch them. You're doing yourself justice. They're awful. They're probably the worst team playing the worst football in the world right now as we speak. So look, Maguire, I think the only reason why Southgate plays him, I think is because he likes him and he wants to bring him back. Now, let's go back to this. Remember at the beginning of the stream, I showed you the team with Gerrard, Lampard, Terry, all those players, Michael Owen, the players that failed to win for England. Guys, I am not a manager. And I don't claim to be somebody who is good in tactics or good at managing or I'm better than Southgate. No. But you at home and myself, If you gave me this team, I'm not playing Declan Rice and Phillips. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'll either play Phillips because he do a holding role himself as a DM. I will get two creative midfielders. Obviously, Madison. WordPress, I'd even have WordPress in there and tell him to push a bit in front because WordPress can create, can see a pass. I will get Phillips as the holding and even maybe Jude, tell Jude to push, not to sit back. But the thing about Southgate is he's too safe. Every team he's played, there's either two right backs or, okay, let me give you an example. Do you know he dropped Ivan Tony, right? He dropped Ivan Tony, but he took four right backs. Yeah. He had three keepers on the bench. Then he took four right backs, but he dropped a striker. Harry Kane is your captain. Harry Kane is your best striker. But that doesn't mean that if Harry Kane is stinking the place, you keep Harry Kane in the team. You have to sub him. Southgate, you have to have the balls to sub Harry Kane when he's not performing. Put in Tammy Abraham. Put in somebody different. Guys, I'm telling you, yes, I know I'm saying you hype your players in England, but some of these players have talent. What I'm looking at here is talent. And this is not even the full English squad. There's Sancho, there's Rashford, there's Madison. I said who is missing. There's Ward-Prowse, who's a good passer of the ball, very hard working. A lot of there's Trent, Alexander Trent, there's Trent Alexander Arnold, there's Chilwell. There's a lot of ballers, but the thing about Southgate is he can't pick a very progressive team or he can't pick a team that's attacking. What he chooses to do is he puts so many defenders in there, then he puts less midfielders. He have you noticed that Pep never goes for a back three, like a proper back three? Why? Because he knows that if you go with a back three, you're gonna get rid of the midfield, and Pep wants control in the midfield. Southgate always goes with a lot of defenders or defensive-minded players, not creative players. That's why you don't create chances that are clear cut or dangerous chances. All you do is you create half chances that somebody has to put away. Harry Kane, guys, has stunk in most England games. I'm gonna keep it real because somebody has to tell you guys. Harry Kane, as great as he is, has stunk in a lot of England games, but they don't sub him. They sub him late or they never sub him. There's players or strikers that are in form during that moment. Kane still plays, even if the game is going like, okay, Ivan Tony is on fire right now. Why don't you play him? Or Tammy Abraham? Why don't you put him in? And we know Kane will go to the World Cup. We know what Kane can do. But why don't you sub Kane if he's stinking the place? Like, that's the reason why you guys, I can tell you right now for free, if you've got ambitions of winning the World Cup with Southgate, you're not going to win the World Cup. You'll be lucky to get out of the group. Before I made this video, I thought there was a chance. I was like, you know what, Southgate has brought harmony in the group. But then when I saw that he came in 2016, I was like, no, fuck that. It's 2022. The guy has to be sacked. England fans, if you're serious about the World Cup, fire this guy. But that's all I just wanted to say, guys. That's what I just wanted to say. This Southgate guy, I think the issue, and everybody has said in the comments, is he doesn't know any tactics. So he doesn't know anything. You have to go yourself and ask yourself. He joined in 2016. This is 2022. All those years he's been manager. Like, guys, come on. Come on. Like, there's talent in England. Yes, sometimes it's overhyped, but those players can do the job. They can do the job. And at Euros, you got lucky because you were playing Montenegro and teams like that, teams without names, teams that even the country doesn't have Wi-Fi. So, no, I'm just joking. So, look, guys, that's my video anyway. I'm gonna keep it 30 minutes. It's going 3 minutes now. Like the video. Tell me what you thought about the video. But that's my thing. Southgate, I think, should be sacked because you can't keep somebody. At first, I thought, okay, give him a chance. He's achieved semifinals. He's one of the most successful England managers. But when I saw that he came in 2016, no, nah. What's up, SSP? Patrick, I'm saying keep Southgate. I know why you want Southgate because we can laugh at them. Anyway, guys, that's it with the video. The next video is going to be a Man City video, but this is my channel, Football and Chill. The channel is grab a drink, relax, and chill with us. Did you like the video, guys? Tell me in the comments. Now, how you doing? Big up to you. Subscribe to Football and Chill if you haven't subscribed yet. That's my other channel. That's the channel I talk about general stuff. Yes, this is also streaming on Pitch Points. It's also streaming on True City Fan. But if you want content that is not just city content, go to Football and Chill. Loving the support, guys. One of the videos, the city videos, was on 900 views. Is it 900 or 800 views within 30 minutes, or as it has been watched? So loving the support, guys. Appreciating the support. Keep supporting your boy. Next video, I'll have Veta and Carl. Obviously, we'll be talking about City versus United. We'll try and find a United fan. Here is a bit of a secret, guys. When you're a Man City YouTuber, right? Because your team is very dominant, it's very hard to find people to feature. Whenever you write to people that you want to come and feature on the channel or after the game, nobody shows up. Some people don't answer you. So, but there's a few people who never hide. Like shout out to Doug, Liverpool fan. He's always willing to come on and have a chat. Shout out to Rich Sports, very good Man United. Yeah, let's get Rich Sports. Yeah, we'll get Rich Sports. We'll try to get Rich for the Man City versus United game. So, guys, good morning to you all. Enjoy your weekend. Tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think Gareth Bumgate or Southgate should be fired, or he should be given another chance? As other people say, he should win the World Cup, and that's when he gets a chance. But guys, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. And till next time, guys. That's goodbye from me.